In this tutorial, I'm going to take you through how to create a video using Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark is an online solution that allows you to create videos, web pages, and graphics. It's a cloud-based solution, so you can use it from any computer, anywhere, anytime. It saves your projects for you, and it's free to use. To get started is very simple. You just click on the Get Started button here, or you can start for free here. They take you to the same place, so it doesn't matter which one you click. Once you get here, if you've already got an account, you can just sign in. If you don't, you can sign up with Facebook or Google. You can sign in with an email account, or if you happen to have an Adobe ID, you can log in with that as well. Okay, now I'm in the project screen of my own account where I've already created a couple of videos, but if you haven't created anything, your projects panel would be blank here. If you want to create a new project, you click on this plus sign up at the top and you can create a post, a page, or a video. Like I said, in this tutorial, we're going to concentrate on how to make a video. So click on video. And it asks you to give it a title. To start your story, you can skip this step. We can go ahead and add a title for ourselves. And then it asks you to either pick a template or you can start from scratch. So if you don't have ideas about how your video should be kind of laid out, you can pick one of their pre-existing ones, and they kind of give you an idea about what each of these kind of concentrates on, and you actually have quite a few to choose from. In this particular video, I'm going to start from scratch so we can take you through some of the basics. And then it'll give you a little quick start video. You can watch it, it's only a minute. I'll give you some tips on how to use this. And then if you don't want to watch it, you just click the X button. Okay, so once you're in the video console, it starts you off with a blank video slide. And Adobe Spark basically sets these up as slides for each scene. If you need to add a new scene or slide, you just click the plus icon down here. Adobe Spark is very simple, but it's also quite powerful. It allows you to import video, overlay text, add photos and icons. And then in the right-hand panel, there are some options as far as layout, how you'd like your text to look on top of images and videos. Your themes, they have pre-done themes for you that have particular font, transitions, and colors. And so you can pick one of these and it'll flow throughout your entire production. You can also add music to your video. Adobe Spark offers some pre-existing music options for you, so you don't have to go search and find music if you'd like to add music. If you'd like to add your own music, or if you found something that's royalty free out on the internet, you can click the Add My Music button. That's also an option. By default, it selects music for you and turns it on. If you don't want any music, you just slide this off. Or if you'd like to try to see if there's something in here you'd like, you just click the little play button and it'll let you hear what it's going to sound like. I think for my stars, I'm going to do Skyline. And so now I've got some music that I'm going to put on top of these videos. You can also record audio. So if you'd like to read something, if you're doing a poem, you can read your poem, and you can have voiceover and music on top of each other. So you can actually overlay two types of audio within this program. All right, so if you want to add actual video clips, images, or text, you click the plus sign for each slide and pick what you want. I already have some videos that I've downloaded from the internet that are royalty free, that create in the Creative Commons. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these and open it. And once it's in Adobe Spark, it gives you an opportunity to kind of clip it and edit it. It's a 6-second video. Right now it's got 3 seconds selected, so I can drag this to include all of it, part of it, the middle of it, so you can bring in your videos and do some clipping. Now, there's not a lot of actual video editing opportunity within Adobe Spark. So if you have some videos that are kind of rough that might need to be stabilized or might need to be really edited, you might want to look into iMovie or Adobe Premiere to do some of the heavy lifting for you. And then you can actually bring in those clips and put them all together in Adobe Spark. All right, I'm going to bring this entire clip in. Once I'm happy with the selection, I click Save. Okay, and now my video clip is in. If I wanted to add another video clip, I would click plus, and I could add a new video clip here as well. And as you can see, this one actually came from NASA, so it's got a little intro. This piece, I would probably want to make sure that I'm adding it to the credits later on, but I want to clip that out for my actual poetry video, and I'm just going to take a snippet here of this video in the middle. And once I do that, I click Save. Okay, and if I wanted to add an image, I click plus, and then I can select photo. I can upload photos that I've saved, or perhaps there's photos that I've taken, I've gone out and done a photo shoot and added a bunch of things that I would like to represent my project. Or if you don't have any photos, but you want to look for some, you can find free photos within this console, and it searches Creative Commons licensed websites for you. So I can just type in a keyword, and it'll bring up a lot of options for me to choose from. So I can just create from within this console and add a photo if I want to from here. And once a photo is added in, you have a little editing option. You can zoom in a little bit or zoom out if you want to. Zoom in just a little bit here. And then once you have your videos and images, you can move them around by dragging and dropping them. And you can also say you like this one and you want to do it again, you can duplicate it and drag it around. So we've got 2 videos, 2 images, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of text. So if you want to add something on top of a slide that you already have with video or images, you just click the plus sign, and you can add icons, you can add text, and I actually am going to add in part of my Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And once you do that, you can choose how the layout's going to look. I'm going to actually select captions so it's down in the bottom. Okay, and then you can continue to add text on top of all of your other items. Great thing about Adobe Spark is it creates a credits page for you, so you can add in credits for the images and video and audio that you've selected. If you'd like to preview your video, you can click preview. Okay, and a couple of things I noticed is that these images came in very, very short, and if I was going to add text, it wouldn't show it for very long. So what you'll also notice on these slides is that they have seconds. Their duration is down here at the bottom, and you can just click the slider and make them a little bit longer. Once you're done with your video and you're happy with how it looks, you can share it, which means that you can send the link to Adobe Spark to someone else. But if you want to, you can also download it as an MP4, and then you can share it on YouTube. You can send it via email or Vimeo or whatever your sharing solution is. So you have 2 ways to share it. From within the console, and 2, you can download the file and then choose to share it however you wish. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy using Adobe Spark, and happy video editing.